Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running back searching for a hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Ball is spotted on the 6. It'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his...
Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Ash. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Lawson. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Off play action. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled. Deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
Back to throw, it's Lawson. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This is a designed run, and he plows his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The give from the gun. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Lawson. Fires left. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, give on the inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gonna swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ash. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield, it's Lawson. Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab on the big throw. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Quarterback may change this route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? Snagged in the end zone, Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Miranda. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a 1st down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense takes the field, eager to go back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the 1st half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the 1st half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the 2nd half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. To the air, it's Lawson. Completes it in the middle. And they swarm him under. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Finds a tight end down the gut. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got his man, makes the grab, and out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Makes the catch near the 50. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Lawson. He's got him. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Goes to the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one up.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Give to the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's Verrier. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Here comes the option. The give to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Back to pass, it's Lawson. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it out. It's Ash. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Trying the left side. Moving past the 25. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Gets it out quickly. So now it's second and long. picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got him in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Barnes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
On the option. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So this defense just shot itself in the foot, and now they'll have to try to stand up again after just handing the offense a 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the 1st down. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Lawson. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit. Stop to that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Wants to go up top on first down. It's the open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Ash. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They want that clock to run. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the ground, it's Barnes. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situation.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for room. It's Barnes. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers offense is on the field for the first time today. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Averill. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Right on the money. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the quarterback hung up 2 and sacked at the 12.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's in open space downfield. He's loose. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's Lawson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run for it. Gets away from one. He just keeps moving. And they're in for a touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. They're trailing by just 4 to Baylor. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Hope. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Lawson. Got his man quickly. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. You're not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker is Harris. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, what a big catch on 3rd down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Working that left side now. Touchdown, App State! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Lawson. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the returner will be brought down. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The lone back's got it. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half...
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Right back to the well. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
It's complete to the left. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Firing deep. Makes the grab. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Power football with the run. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the back. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Lawson. Looking for his man. Got his man. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. On the option. The pitch. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And we've We've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
And it's in for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Harris.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. At this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Might as well give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. And the returner will be dragged down. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
There he goes. And he's dragged down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Makes the grab on 3rd. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Run in the red zone, it's Barnes. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season. Undefeated, bowl eligible. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Crosses to 35. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Now facing a 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Lawson. Using the quick game. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Headed to the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Kentucky right back to the line. Holds and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Flicks it out of the air. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the ground with the back. Makes a man miss. followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Lawson. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
A first down for the offense. They're going back to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
Give to the fullback. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And I love when you make no bones about it. Bring in the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen. Give it to the fullback. Let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from... And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets down with the slide. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lawson. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. It makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Going to swing it on second down. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Grab behind the line, it's Cunningham. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Got a man, it's Cunningham. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They're working that left side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Trying to convert this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Lawson. Immediately fires to the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got rid of it just in time.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He leaves it with his back. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lawson. Right down the middle. Pulls it in, it's Yates. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Verrier. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Suggs. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Punt is on its way. He'll field it close to the 50. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking downfield, it's Lawson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for it all. And it's in there for a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking for room, it's Cunningham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Running back searching for a hole.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Scanning the field, it's Lawson. Makes the grab. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
First down for the offense.
Down continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Look out, he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Calls his own number. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great play by the defense. They're getting to the quarterback, knocking it loose, and falling on the fumble, and now they're giving it right back to their own offense right at the goal line.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Slams it ahead. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. Turning it on. Given 109 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And now this offense will take the field again. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires downfield. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll run play action. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Golden. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.